Good afternoon for 4 News Now. I'm Rob King. Welcome to today's KXLY Plus Daily Rundown, where we'll talk about what the KXLY team is working on today and some of the top headlines from around the area. Starting off with something you probably already know, today is gonna be a wet one, a tumultuous Tuesday, which I borrowed from Rob and Nance this morning. We're going to have rain with gusty winds pretty much all day today. It's going to be pretty wet, especially starting in the 1 o'clock hour, expecting a 100% chance of rain. As you can see, the temperatures also staying in these upper 30s, low 40s, and that will continue for the rest of the week. Some south winds could get up to 30 miles per hour, not 300. That would be ridiculous. And we're expecting heavy mountain snow, as well as mild temperatures for the rest of the week and above average for this time of year, which is a good thing. Now, there's an unspoken rule in newsrooms that say never be the news, just report the news. But in this case, 4 News Now has joined a coalition of news agencies fighting against the gag order in the University of Idaho murders trial against Bryan Kohberger. Some of these other agencies include all of the local Spokane television stations, and as well as the New York Times, Associated Press, and Washington Post, along with lawyers for the family of Kxly Gonsalves, one of the victims in those murders. Their attorney is arguing that this is a violation of the First Amendment. So the coalition of news agencies has brought the case to the Idaho Supreme Court, where we will see if we could get anyone to talk about the case, because right now attorneys or anyone connected to the case, law enforcement included, can't talk about what's going on, so we are fighting this gag order. Moving on, Bronte Sorotsky is working on a follow-up to a story we brought you yesterday, the arrest of Avondre Graham, who was a convicted murderer and then is alleged to have beat a woman in downtown Spokane the other day. So Bronte's following this up by speaking with a member of the Downtown Business Partnership and looking at if things are improving, do they feel supported? SPD moved into their downtown precinct about 3 years ago. Have things improved since then, and what can be done going forward? In a related vein to that, Peter Choi is tracking a piece of legislation in Washington right now that would look to increase drug possession penalties in the state. It's getting mixed responses from both sides of this issue. He will be speaking with the family of a person who was a victim of fentanyl, as well as the Spokane Police Department chief. And Peter will have the latest for you in 5 o'clock. Vanessa Perez is working on a local angle to the earthquake that has killed now over 7,000 people in northern Syria and southern Turkey in that area. And she's speaking with a professor from Eastern Washington University and looking at local seismic activity as well as the equipment they use to track earthquake activity in this area. And she'll have the latest on the tragedy that's occurred in those countries. And finishing off on something a little lighter, the menus for Restaurant Week have gone live on the Inlander's website. Inlander Restaurant Week returns February 23rd and runs for about 10 days. You can get a 3-course meal from any of 112 eateries in the Spokane Coeur d'Alene region. It's an exciting time. Everyone in the newsroom is buzzing, ready to try some of their favorite foods, and you can get a 3-course meal at price points of $25, $35, $45, and the link to those menus so you can start pre-planning what kind of course you might want to take. You can find the link to that on our website, kxly.com. Quick programming note, we do have 4 News Now at 5 p.m. tonight. There is no 6 p.m. show this evening due to the State of the Union, President Biden's second State of the Union, but we will be returning for Nightside at its usual time. Be sure to download KXLY Plus on your connected TVs, Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, so you can get up-to-date 24/7 streaming news for free on your television. And you can also watch these videos on the 4 News Now news app. Thank you for joining live in the KXLY Plus Digital News Center. Rob King, 4 News Now.